Hello and welcome to episode number 252 of WITM. Last week on SmackDown Live, Dalton would come back to defeat Roman Reigns in the main event to secure the number one contendership spot to both the United States Championship held by Dean Ambrose and the WWE Championship slot held by Roman Reigns. Dalton now in control of his own destiny. If he can keep on winning, he will get a title opportunity for one of those two titles at Hell in a Cell, likely the WWE title. But his first challenge is the man he wants to face at Hell in a Cell, the WWE Champion Roman Reigns, in a rematch of last week's SmackDown main event. This time we're turning it up a notch with hardcore action, Falls Count Anywhere. So let's get underway with our episode 252 match.
We got one-on-one action coming your way next, King.
It's the best.
We have Roman Reigns in a match that is sure to not disappoint.
It's about time. Roman Reigns is so
And
dominant,
there's
so
the
powerful,
bell.
so dangerous. He's an unstoppable
Roman starting
physical
right off
force
with a
that
power
backs down
slam.
from no one.
Don't be surprised at all if these
Stomp
guys
to the
attempt
chest.
to one-up each other in this one.
Knockout blow by
Both these
Reigns.
superstars are
Reigns
primed and
unleashed a
ready to
fury
roll.
of
But
offense
hey,
to
by the sounds of it, this crowd
begin
is ready for anything
the
that
match
happens tonight.
last week. However, every time Roman attempted to hit his Superman punch or a spear, except for one time when the spear did connect, Dalton was able to evade. Dalton would capitalize with his signature and finishers, hitting three AAs as well as a baby rock bottom to lead him to victory. Dalton going outside to break up the offense of Roman Reigns and then getting some of his own, but now Roman back on the attack. Kick to the back. Reversal by Dalton. Kick to the wrist of Reigns. And reverse DDT by Dalton.
Just toying with the
Kick to the chest. Dalton going outside, perhaps looking for a weapon. This is a no disqualification, hardcore, falls count anywhere matchup. Dalton has a sledgehammer and plunges it into the stomach of Roman Reigns. Reigns avoids the second shot. Reigns plunges the handle into the stomach of Dalton. And back body drop on top of the handle of that sledgehammer. Elbow drop to the chest. Stomp to the chest. Forces Dalton up. Irish whip to the bottom of the entrance ramp. Dalton missing with some kicks, but will finally land one. Stomp to the back. There's another. Forces Reigns up. Irish whip. We're fighting on top of the entrance ramp now as Dalton gets fired up. And knees Roman across the ramp. Forces Roman up. Reversal by Reigns. Forces Dalton to a knee. Headbutt to Dalton as Reigns getting fired up.
Michael, we're going to see what this guy is.
Forces Dalton up.
We've seen Roman Reigns devastate an opponent with power moves that would normally be reserved for
set out power bomb.
double team maneuver on a beaten opponent.
Stomp to the back. Forces Dalton to a seated position. Kick to the back. Elbow drop. Really targeting that back of Dalton. Is the champion Reigns, but now Dalton goes for cover. And Reigns is going to power out at one. As Dalton gets fired up.
I believe that is the first time
kick to the chest of Reigns.
What type of competitor is favored when you step outside the ropes?
And plunging Reigns into the knee. Now a kick to the back. Forces Reigns up.
That's willing to do absolutely anything to hurt his opponent, regardless of the consequences.
Reversal by
He has
Reigns.
the advantage.
Roman Reigns varies his assault.
Reigns catches the leg and takes down Dalton. Turns that into a Boston Crab.
What's he gonna do?
And reversed by Dalton.
Roman Reigns looking a bit uneasy
Punch
here.
by Dalton.
This may very well be one of his toughest challenges in a very long time.
There's a slam on the bottom of the ramp. Dalton goes for cover. And Reigns powers out at one.
After the amount of punishment he suffered,
Stomp to the back.
amazing that he's still in this one. He's certainly showing us something.
And Dalton curb stomping the chest of Roman Reigns. Forces Reigns up. Irish whip into the barricade. Reversal by Reigns. Now plunging Dalton into the knee, goes for cover.
It's going to take a lot more than that.
And Dalton's going to power out at two.
This guy's tough.
Looking for ground elbow strikes. Dalton reverses. And then kick to the wrist of Reigns.
He's looking incredibly fatigued. Oh my God, his body's been through hell.
As Dalton
bore the brunt of the attack.
getting fired up again.
Doctor out here as a precaution. Damaged ribs like that can make it hard to
Forces
breathe.
Reigns up. Looking for the AA at the bottom of the entrance ramp, and that will connect. Dalton goes for cover. Does he have a victory over the WWE Champion for the second week in a row? No, Dalton's in shock. Reigns is going to power on at 2.5.
It's simply amazing. What do you have to do to keep this guy
Now
down?
Dalton looking for the baby rock bottom. And that's going to be reversed by Reigns. If that hit, Dalton likely would have a victory for a second week in a row. Now Reigns with the spear, and that does connect. And Reigns in disbelief. Dalton powers out at 2. Now attacking the arm. Stomp to the chest. There's another stomp. Reversal by Dalton. Dalton has that sledgehammer he brought into play early in this match. Hits the leg of Reigns. Stomp to the arm.
You just can't train to be ready for an assault like that.
Reversal by Reigns. Reigns set out powerbomb on top of that sledgehammer.
Looks to me like he just hit a wall.
Hard to argue, but I'm willing to bet things will turn around for him if he can just focus on staying inside.
Reigns goes for cover.
1, 2.
And his shoulders up. It's only
And
2.
Dalton powers out at 2.
What's it gonna take? I don't know. I can't believe this, Michael.
Kick
You
to the
can't
back.
teach art. Believe me when I tell you this guy is filled with it.
There's a knee. Dalton goes for cover.
I think he's got it. 1. Man, this guy just
And Reigns
refuses
powers
to
out at
quit.
2.
Yeah, never say die attitude out of him.
It's going to take more than that to keep him down tonight.
And it's Roman Reigns able
Reversal
to
by
break free.
Reigns. Reigns now in control of that sledgehammer Dalton brought into play early on in the match. And it connects. Can't really see much what's going on behind that barricade, but it connected, and now Reigns goes for cover.
Man, he's got to be running
And
on
Dalton's
at
going to
this
power out
point.
at 2.
I'm not sure. He seems to have something left.
Kick
I
to
don't
the back.
believe it. He refuses to lose.
Reigns has the sledgehammer again, and it hits. Forces Dalton up. Irish Ripper going back on to the entrance ramp.
Each of these competitors is looking
Reigns
for the
misses with a
slightest
kick,
hint
and
of
now in the
weakness
second
in
time
the
Dalton
other.
catches the leg. And takes down Roman Reigns. Forces Reigns up.
You got to jump on it.
Irish Ripper going further down the entrance ramp.
Moves like that
Kick
at
to the
this stage,
chest.
you're not to win any match.
And now
They're just
Dalton
used to send a message.
Yeah, I think this guy's really showboating now. How will these
runs
guys
back
do to
ringside,
determine the punishment they're about
taking
to
out the
receive
referee in the
here?
process, and we have a split screen. This is... I've never seen that before.
Just making his presence felt there.
It looks like we're
Kick
gonna
to the
see what
chest.
kind of pain they can inflict out here on the floor. If he keeps up this pace, this
Reigns
could
with
turn
heavy
real
blows
ugly
to
real
the chest
fast.
of Dalton. Now looking for that crucifix set out powerbomb.
How will these guys do?
That
Here
connects.
to the win. Let's do this.
Goes for cover.
2.
And very nearly Reigns getting revenge from
He's in
last week,
position,
but
ready to strike.
Dalton powers out, but if this hits, it may be the end of the match, and the spear will connect for the second time, but Reigns is out of stamina. Can he capitalize?
Work is being put
And
in
rather
by
than going for the
Roman
pin,
Reigns.
he
Out here, King, he
continues,
uses his
he
whole
wants
ringside area as a weapon. Oh yeah, everything from the floor
to get
the
some more offense in on
barricades
Dalton.
can
Could
and
that
will be
prove
used to inflict
costly?
pain.
Not going for the pin after the second spear.
That's some serious
He
damage
had
to
a
the
near fall
ribcage.
earlier.
A textbook
Reversal by
reversal.
Dalton.
Can he follow up? They
Goes
both
for
can do
cover.
it.
I think so. And a kick out at 2.
Reigns powers out at
I
2.
thought this one was all over, King. You can tell that frustration has begun
Forces
to set in
Reigns
here.
up.
He's showing the heart of a warrior
Irish
here
Rip.
tonight.
Dalton wants to continue to fight on that entrance ramp. And plunges the ankle of Reigns into the bottom of the ramp.
This is great. This guy will try anything. Well, we're on the move here.
Reversal by Reigns. Goes for cover.
It may be. There's the kick out.
Yeah,
And
just
Dalton powers out at 2.
What do you have to do to keep this guy down?
He's showing no signs of letting up.
Reversal by Dalton.
We've seen this before.
Dalton looking for the AA. That connects. Bottom of the ramp. And now wasting no time. Looking for baby rock bottom.
This might not end well.
And that will connect. Does Dalton have a victory over the WWE Champion the second week in a row?
I can't believe that was only two.
No, just the nick of time. Roman powers out. Dalton arguing with the ref. He believes that was a victory. But the referee says no, this match will continue. Stomp to the head of Reigns. Reversal by Reigns. Stomp to the knee. Reversal by Dalton. Forces Reigns to his feet. Power trip into the steel steps.
He's still down after that move.
And Dalton goes for cover as that nice camera kicks in.
I can't believe he had
Reigns
the
powers
energy
out
to
at
kick
2.
that. How does he keep doing this? Can you believe the endurance of this guy? Can you believe what he's withstood here tonight?
As the camera goes crazy, Dalton hits a leg drop
You'll see what someone's really made
on the arm of Reigns, and Dalton gets fired up. Reigns avoids the stomp. Huge clothesline by Reigns. Stomp to the arm. Now mounted punches.
See what kind of pain they can inflict out here on the floor.
Forces Dalton up. Back body drop.
How will these guys do with absorbing the punishment?
Now attacking the arm of Dalton. Again mounted punches.
But he's here. He's delivering an old-fashioned butt kicking right here.
Forces Dalton up. Looking for that sit-out crucifix power bomb. Goes for cover. And Reigns will get revenge from last week. He defeats the current #1 contender, Dalton Roush.
I'm sorry to tell you that you just missed one of the most exciting SmackDown matches in recent memory.
Alright, so Reigns will undo, for the most part, Dalton's victory last week over him. So Dalton will lose his #1 contendership. We'll have to see. Let's get that along with the rest of the results and see how that will affect Dalton standing in the rankings. And I need to see who took the fall in the triple threat match. And John Cena got that victory. AJ Styles took the fall. Dolph Ziggler with a no decision. All right. So we'll start as usual with the SmackDown women. Tamina defeated Becky Lynch. Tamina to number 3. Becky falls to 3, so Tamina moves up 2 spots to number 2. Charlotte defeated Natalya in non-title action. They'll realize the WITM SmackDown Women's Champion, defeating the new real-life SmackDown Women's Champion, Natalya. And the top 5 contenders to SmackDown Women's Championship held by Charlotte are number 1, Billie Kay. Number 2, Tamina. Number 3, Becky Lynch. Number 4, Sasha Banks. And number 5, Natalya. And now the SmackDown Tag Team Division. Ambrose and Rollins defeated Beauty and the Man Beast. Ambrose and Rollins become the number 1 contenders. Beauty and the Man Beast falls to number 4. The Hardy Boys defeated Titus Worldwide in non-title action. Titus Worldwide remains at the bottom, number 6, and the Hardy Boys are, of course, champions. And the top 5 contenders to SmackDown Tag Team Championships held by the Hardy Boys are number 1, Ambrose and Rollins. Number 2, the Colognes. Number 3, the Ascension. Number 4, Beauty and the Man Beast. And number 5, the Club. And now the United States Championship rankings. Sami Zayn defeated Chad Gable. Zayn moves up to number 7. Gable remains at the bottom, number 12. John Cena defeated AJ Styles. No decision for Dolph Ziggler. Cena is the new number 1 contender. He remains in that spot. Styles falls to remains at number 11 because Gable lost as well. Ziggler remains at number 2. Roman Reigns defeated Dalton Roush. Dalton, unfortunately, will fall to number 4. Reigns falls to number 10. Reigns moves up to number 7. He won. Or number 8. And the top 5 contenders to the United States Championship held by Dean Ambrose are number 1, John Cena. Number 2, Dolph Ziggler. Number 3, Apollo Crews. Number 4, Dalton Roush. And number 5, Samoa Joe. And now the WWE Championship rankings. Sami Zayn defeated Chad Gable, but neither of those men are in these rankings. John Cena defeated AJ Styles, no decision for Dolph Ziggler. Cena moves up to number 3. Styles remains at the bottom, number 7. Ziggler remains at number 6. Roman Reigns defeated Dalton Roush. Reigns is champion, and Dalton falls to number 5. So Dalton, unfortunately, taking a big hit in both of the rankings, moving down 3 spots in the U.S. title rankings and 4 spots in the WWE Championship rankings. And the top 5 contenders to the WWE Championship held by Roman Reigns are number 1, Dean Ambrose. Number 2, Seth Rollins. Number 3, John Cena. Number 4, Jinder Mahal. And number 5, Dalton Roush. And now we move on to NXT. Will we see Corey in action for the first time in 3 weeks? We will, and it's a huge matchup. He's going to be taking on the current NXT champion, Cassius Ohno, in non-title action. If Corey defeats Cassius Ohno, he is currently the number 3 contender. That would make him the number 1 contender to the NXT Championship. And of course, as we mentioned several times before, the NXT Championship, the key to Corey returning back to the main roster. So a huge opportunity for Corey and a huge matchup for episode number 253. So that is going to do it for episode number 252. Until 253, this is Corey signing off.